I was doing a showcase with my family band up on Sunset Boulevard at the Hyatt, directly across from the House of Blues when it was there. And my manager, James Bailey, set up a showcase and invited a bunch of industry people to come down and see the band, see the family. So I was there early, and I was moving an amp across Sunset Boulevard, not even across the street, just took it out of my car and was rolling it across the sidewalk. And this brother right here walked up to me and goes, "What are you doing?" And I go, "Man, I got a family band. We're doing a showcase here at the Hyatt, and I'm setting up." He goes, "My name is Life." He reaches into his pocket. He pulls out a picture. Then he goes, "I know Muhammad Ali." And he showed me a picture just like the one here of him and Ali arm in arm. Then he goes, "I'll take you to his house tomorrow." I'm like, "What, dude, really? Come on, man. I'm trying to set up the show. I ain't got time for no bullshit. You know, you're just going to take me to Ali's house for what?" So anyhow, he goes, "No, I'll take you to Ali's house tomorrow for sure." And I go, "Well, talk to my manager about it." So he told my manager the same thing. And my manager took him seriously. And so Life hung out. You know, we had to buy him lunch. "We're going to Ali's house tomorrow. Buy me lunch." We had to buy him dinner. "We're going to Ali's house tomorrow. Buy me dinner." And then after the show, you know, I'm having a party in my hotel room because I had a room, right? He goes, "I just sleep on your hotel floor." I go, "No, dude, fuck that." He goes, "Well, we're going to Ali's house tomorrow." I go, "Well, you better go sleep on my manager's floor." So he slept on my manager's floor because James Bailey was all over it. So we bought him breakfast. We all hopped in like 3 cars. It was Life, my cousin you see right here, and there's my manager and his secretary, Jackie. So it was 3 blacks and 2 whites, and we hopped in 3 cars, and we went to Hancock Park. Life was in the front car. He said something to the guard, and we drove through and drove up to this 3-story mansion, Ali's house. Life knocks on the door. The butler opens the door, and Life says something, and the butler let us all in and took us to this room. It wasn't a living room, but it was like Ali's office. It had a desk in there and a couch and stuff. You know, it was a big office. So we're sitting on the couch, and Ali comes downstairs wearing a suit and tie and just goes over to his desk and gets behind it and gets on the phone and talks on the phone for about 15 minutes. You know, he was kind of mumbling, and he probably was complaining about 4 strangers sitting in his house unannounced. So he gets off the phone. He looks at Life. He goes, "What is this?" And Life goes, "I was in Hollywood last night, and I saw this family band, and I thought you could help them." And he shows Ali our picture. And Ali looks at the picture and goes, "Yeah, they're pretty, but I can't help them. People come to my house all the time want me to help them. They eat my food, they sleep on my couch, they watch my TV." And at that point, my manager stood up and said, "Hey man, you know, sorry we imposed. We'll leave." And at that point, Ali goes, "Wait a minute. Had that been niggas, they would have sat here all day long anyway. Sit down." Well, there's 3 niggas and 2 white people, but, you know, the fact that the white guy stood up. He goes, "Sit down." He loosens up his tie. He pulls out this black box, and he starts to do magic tricks for us. Some of them were good, and some of them were punched out. You know, you could tell, you could see his hands were shaking a little bit, and you could see where the cards were coming from. But overall, he did magic for about 45 minutes.
You heard the word trick bag? This is my trick bag. I'm gonna concentrate. And that key's gonna turn over itself. Watch. Holmes. Would you believe that? Didn't I tell you I had some miracles to show you? You want to see more? I have real miracles. I'm the master of illusion. Wait till I get home. What color's that? Red. Nothing behind my hand. And right before your eyes, a miracle. A miracle. That was a miracle. I told you I had some miracles. Didn't I tell you?
Then after that, we went out and boxed with him on his front porch. And you know, I was a small guy back then. I didn't box with him, but my manager boxed with him. My cousin boxed with him. And I know he wasn't going to hit me, but I should have boxed with him or just ran and jumped in his arms or something, you know, and got some more pictures, because I don't have any pictures of me boxing with the champ, which would have been awesome.